Motherfucker, I got a ball head!
Sloptic, the hairless troon, I mean Intergalactic, the heretic prophet, is the latest propaganda disguised as a video game from one of the most overrated game developers out there, that being Naughty Dog. And it seems like the activists over at Naughty Dog have learned absolutely nothing from the disaster that was The Last of Us Part 2. Sure, the corporate slave Sims will undoubtedly defend and rally behind this game no matter what. This is what they've been programmed to do. Like clockwork, they are working overtime for their overlords over at Naughty Dog because they have an unhealthy attachment to the studio that really has been on the decline for several years now, with the last good game they put out being Uncharted 3. Once Neil Druckmann got in a higher position of power and forced Amy Hennig out the studio, everything he touched turned to shit. The quality of existing IPs over at Naughty Dog that were being used at the time, such as Uncharted and The Last of Us, ended up being ruined thanks to Neil Druckmann, through his propagandist lens. This propagandist lens could be attributed to Anita Sarkeesian, who Neil is very, very, very close with. Due to this influence, the philosophy over at Naughty Dog has clearly changed, and not for the better. It could be felt within many of their games, including Uncharted 4, that really started to show how far Neil Druckmann was willing to go to push his ideological propaganda, that being a third wave feminism, which Uncharted 4 had plenty of that. So obviously the next game from Cuckman and crew was going to be Woke Slop, but boy oh boy did they not disappoint with this one, because this game looks like the drizzling shits, and it's only one trailer. I can't even imagine what the next trailer is going to look like, and who knows when that's going to be. And listen, Naughty Dog knew it was going to be bad because they disabled the comments on the YouTube channel. They knew it was going to be shit. If they were so confident in what they made, they would not disable the comments. Naughty Dog expects us to get excited to play as a character that looks like a fusion between E.T. and Vin Diesel, with the personality of Alyssa Mercante. And no bitch, this character Jordan will not be memorable. She will be forgettable. In fact, she will be polarizing. That's all they know how to do. Naughty Dog are incapable of writing good characters, let alone designing good looking characters. So apparently Intergalactic will have the most ambitious gameplay from Naughty Dog yet, so I guess that means we should expect more slow walking segments, shoehorn stealth, and a shit ton of cutscenes. So for the Naughty Dog simps out there, get your popcorn ready, have your home theater ready, because you're in for a real banger of a movie. I'm sorry, I meant video game. I meant to say video game. Speaking of Naughty Dog simps, I know you guys are a bunch of unhinged left-hard weirdos with an unhealthy attachment to this company that also possess little to no standards, since you guys are out here simping hard for a game that looks like this from a company that really is only giving you a bunch of unnecessary remasters and remakes over the last several years. And on top of that, the only thing new they have given you over the last several years were disappointment after disappointment. You bozos waited all these years for a new game from this Marxist studio ran by a beta male goon in the Tiny Hat Mafia, so before you run to the comments with your vaginal leakage, make sure you have your clown shoes on. It's funny because a lot of people that will be really butthurt about people who are criticizing this game prematurely, allegedly, will have no problem with watching videos of people who are reacting to the trailer or analyzing things within the trailer. So that's perfectly fine, but once we're here giving legit criticism to this game, giving our thoughts on the game, or even the company that is Naughty Dog, and also addressing some of their past behavior and the patterns within their games, that's when people have a problem, apparently. So it's okay for someone to have a video with their mouth wide open and going crazy, going, "Oh my god, her bald head. Oh, look at her sip that cup like a boss. Oh, she has the jacket like Akira.
Oh, she's watching anime. It's so cool. Oh, look at the little detail over there. And if you look really close into her bald head, you can see a little speck of dust there. Oh, it's so detailed and so cool. Oh, God. Oh, I'll pre-order it right away, Neil.
Apparently that's fine. That's perfectly fine with these people. But if you dare criticize this game whatsoever, then get ready for the pitchforks. Get ready for people to say that you can't criticize it. It's too early. It's only one trailer. We gotta wait and see. You're being negative. You're doom posting. You're gonna hear all that. But if anyone wants to be positive about it or have a positive outlook on it, then that's fine. That's perfectly fine. So positivity and people speculating and people claiming it's gonna be a great game, a masterpiece, how amazing everything looks, that's fine. But if you point out anything that is clearly alarming or point out Naughty Dog's checkered past, then you cannot do that. This is how these people operate, and that's why they are not to be taken seriously. They are fucking nut jobs. They are clowns. This is why it enrages corporate slaves and companies that we have pattern recognition abilities and can see the agendas a mile away. It enrages them so much that I'm pretty sure leading up to the game's release, Naughty Dog will act like they were the victims the whole time and completely ignore their terrible behavior towards potential consumers or just anyone who were criticizing their game, just like they did with The Last of Us 2. Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, will undoubtedly be an agenda-riddled mess, especially if the leaks turn out to be true, which I think will be. Naughty Dog's unbridled desire to invoke radicalism above everything else will bite them in the ass, and by then, it will be too late for them.
It's right here.
Holy mother of Jesus! She's a man. I went to second base with a damn Frenchman. It's the crying games. I'm Brokeback Carter. Oh,
I'm not a man, he's just a wigger.
you sure about that? Huh? Lee, go over there and check the hardware. If she got anything in her bag bigger than a 3-iron, we're gonna beat his ass.